3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. I am Venomous Pie. You guys know me full well as the Pinkie Pie.
Generic interruption.
And welcome to another episode of Bronimaniacs Discuss. I have with me today Rarity, Jedi Padawan Daniel.
Welcome to the Bronimaniacs Sausage Fest. How fucked up are you?
Well then, we have our Trixie of the group, which is David.
Hey every how's it going?
We have our Spike of the group, which is Elite Yoshi.
Yeah, I guess you could say this episode was a bit of a hair-tastrophe.
Okay.
This episode was definitely the main attraction.
Oh.
Wait, wasn't that a former episode?
Yes, it was. That was the joke.
Yeah, I know. I was just joking with you.
We also have our Twilight, which is Sharpwit.
Rarity it's not Pie, and yet she's rocking that punk rock outfit.
Yeah.
Yep. We have our Coco Pamel.
Yes.
We have our
In here.
We have a Coco Pamel, which is Scapegoat.
Oh, Rarity Senpai so hot.
Can we keep that Rarity?
We have our Featherbangs, which is Ball Twice.
Oh, there's the fan service. Wait, whoa. Doing it. Okay.
We have our Starlight, which is Neon Blade.
Hey everyone, and wow, that's a surprising look.
We also have our Rainbow Dash, which is Kanata.
Who let you in?
0 out of 5, no pancakes were in this episode.
Pancake, come in, awake.
And finally, we have our Sunset Shiver, which is Crimson Starbright.
Okay, so bad hair day.
Yeah.
Or in pony terms, bad name.
And if you haven't figured it out, the episode we'll be talking about this afternoon will be It Isn't the Main Thing About You. Yeah, I get the joke. But anyways, you know the whole deal. Name one thing that we do like about the episode in a random order. Then we would go in reverse and name one thing we don't like about the episode. Then we would give our final thoughts. So,
You guys want to know something funny about this, though?
What?
The day before this episode aired, I actually got a haircut.
You're kidding!
Oh my god.
Wow, what a coincidence. Anyways, hey Daniel, since the episode is focused on Rarity, why don't you start us off?
Okay. Well, let's see, what did I like about this episode? Definitely Rarity rocking the punk outfit. That was actually pretty awesome.
Oh, heck yes.
That's true.
Yeah,
I mean, she pulls off that look pretty well.
That's actually what I'm surprised as well. I mean, like, that's the least. That's actually the look I would expect the least from her.
You know, I think Rarity secretly has a rock star hidden within her. If you remember, in Honest Apple, she was rocking the guitar, and now here she's rocking the punk outfits. Girl look. Anyway, yeah, I think Rarity is secretly a rock star.
Well, given that how she was rocking that guitar in the Honest Apple.
I just said that earlier.
Not to mention in one comic she was actually on the roller derby track with bad seams. Just saying.
We do not talk about that character.
Well, you outnumbered.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Wait,
Well,
three,
if it's on
three
Twitter,
different,
because then it wouldn't
three
make sense.
three times a different, kind of variety. A triangle has three sides. Illuminati confirmed.
What?
It's the Illuminati. Just saying.
Isn't that meme already dead?
Illuminati
You
will
can,
never.
hey, Shop. You can still beat up on that host, you know.
Anyways, anything else you got for us, Daniel?
Well, no, not really.
Alright, who do you pass it off to?
Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny. Sharplet.
Okay, what I like this episode? The scene in the castle? I mean, there were a few callbacks to the previous episodes, and actually it was quite funny to watch. How Twilight and Starlight were talking to Rarity and trying to help her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a good scene.
Yeah.
And at
True.
the end of, and pretty much at the end of that scene, how the look of Rarity when Zecora mentioned time travel and Rarity is looking at Starlight and Twilight. And both are, nope, not a chance.
Uh-oh.
Not happening.
Yeah, but Zecora said that I literally yelled, "Don't you effing dare!"
That's pretty much what I did.
It was just like, no, not time travel.
And then
Bad touch.
And then I went,
What you gonna do?
Thank you, Starlight, thank you.
Mm. That's actually the proof she learned.
Well, let me tell you from my example. I also got one situation when I kind of messed up one thing, and I was grieving about this before, and now I'm just turned into a joke. So that pretty much Starlight did the same at this point.
Of course,
Just laughing
Starlight
at the
learned.
same
I mean,
situation.
after all, it is Starlight who learned the lesson. Now, if it were Trixie, then we probably would actually get a time travel episode.
Okay, I'm celebrating that fact right now.
Yeah, I cannot argue with that.
Yeah.
Because remember at the end of episode 2 of the premiere,
It was all about to be specific.
yeah, because Trixie didn't learn anything.
Yep.
Guess not.
Well, she knew what the lesson was, but then she's like, yeah, but where's the fun on that? Besides, Josh Haber always tried a time travel episode. It got mixed results.
That's why I guess that's why he made that joke, because it's like he learned his lesson from that.
Mm-hmm. Progress.
True.
Kind of like Emily Larson with the Fame and Misfortune with the Twilight was better without wings.
That was gold. Anyway, anything else, Sharpwood?
Yeah, no. So who should we? You go, Ben. Since it started with Pinky.
Alright, I go then. Okay, what I liked about the episode, I like the humor. Like, oh my gosh, I don't think I've laughed so hard in an episode in quite a while.
True.
Like, there was so many, and okay, a lot of it does have to come down to the continuity nods. Biggest one being the old time travel fiasco. But then, yeah, I thought the episode was really funny, a lot funnier than I thought it was gonna be. And one of the biggest highlights when it comes to comedy was definitely when Rarity was totally freaking out at the castle. Anytime that Rarity freaks out like that, it's beyond hilarious.
It is actually.
Okay, I gotta ask, what freak out was better? The stress couture look of that Rarity had, or that Rarity look that she had in this episode?
Well,
This
if you're talking about
episode.
which one is more eye candy, it's definitely this one. But if you want one that's funny, I guess the Strush Couture.
Yeah. So, by that case, it's a tough call. But
True.
yeah. By the way, speaking of continuity, Have you guys noticed the thing in the beginning of the episode in the marketplace?
Yeah.
Dang it! Now you really stole my point.
I was only bringing it up. I wasn't being specific on it. In fact, Neon, I actually want to pass it off to you so you can expand upon that.
Yeah, because like the other points, it's really good so far. But for me, was the continuity, the hidden continuity points in the episode. The first one is in the very beginning where Apple Bloom is actually talking to. Wait, what was the name again? I'm so bad at forgetting the name. Yeah, Burke, you know. Where she was talking with him. And there was actually in another scene, but I'm not even sure where it was, where Granny Smith and Grandfather Pierre are actually selling together on one stand.
Actually, I think that was the same scene, just
Wasn't it the same?
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was the same scene, but not the same shot. That was the difference. Yeah, and also the there was a little bit hidden. I didn't saw it on the first viewing, to be honest. There was actually Big Mac and Sugar Bell. And,
Yeah,
when Rarity was
very hidden, actually. It
it was very hidden, but that's absolutely the proof. That's canon now. So bad luck, shippers.
Oh boy.
Suck it.
Yeah.
You thought all the ships have already sunken. Now they're really at the bottom.
I wonder what Fluttershy is doing at that moment.
Who knows?
I think that ship was never a thing.
No, it wasn't.
What?
To be honest, no.
Just,
What ship?
To be honest, I would rather had the ship with Marble Pie and Big Mac
Apple
instead
pie?
of Fluttershy.
I thought you said apple pie.
Marble.
Marble
Sorry.
pie, apple pie. Whatever.
Sorry, my native tongue is not that good at that time. of day. I'm sorry.
WT shipping Pinky with Applejack.
Oh God, I don't
What?
deserve that.
Okay.
Apple pie.
Well,
Oh, for crying out loud! Let us leave that section, please.
if
Before
people have a problem with Big Mac and Marble Pie being a shipping couple.
Yeah. Just for the fact that they could be related, it would be kind of awkward.
I think Pinkie Pie and Applejack would be worse.
Yeah, this isn't Sword Art Online. No one says.
Now that you're saying it, actually.
And this is why I don't watch Sword Art Online.
No spoilers, please.
Well, there was no real spoiler now.
I'm
Was
just saying. I'm only 5 episodes. I'm only 5 episodes into SAO.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not watching that anime either, so if I'm spoiled anything, I'm sorry. I'm not knowing about this.
Anyways, anything else you want to say, Neon?
No, that would be everything.
Alright.
And sorry for the sudden cutoff on your part there.
That's alright.
Okay, eeny, meeny, miny, moo. Crimson, you're up.
I'm guessing we're on positives right now, right?
Yes.
Alright, just making sure, and let's see, for my positive? Rarity's new design and main style and tail.
Mm-hmm.
Can we keep that Rarity?
Yeah, to be honest, I think that style wouldn't fit for her agency as well. I mean, think about it. She has boutiques in more of the fashionable cities. I'm not sure if that
like
look would work right.
Well, like one of her friends said, like it's not what the inside counts, it's what the outside does.
Yeah, but let's put it in terms of business sides. I'm not sure if Rarity has a better chance in terms of business for events and everything with her boutiques with the punk look.
And yet, the photo finish made all those photos and made her new fashion.
Rarity could open a hot topic with that look.
Damn it.
Agreed. I kind of see where you're coming from with this, but like I said, from yesterday's call, for me as a wholesaler with outfits, I'm not sure if that would be a good choice. At least that's a long-term choice. Let's put it like that.
Once I first seen the new style that Rarity was going for, it really piqued my interest, and it was pretty good.
You know, you'd expect you expect a look like that to be on someone like Rainbow Dash.
Yep. Even Rainbow Dash admired that look.
You know what's sad?
True, actually.
You know what's sad? Rarity is a better punk rocker than Rainbow Dash was. Has everybody seen Friendship Through the Ages and how Rainbow Dash looked when she was trying to be a rock star in that video?
Oh yeah.
Rarity looked better than Rainbow Dash.
I'm actually kind of curious how the Equestria Girls version of Rarity would look with that kind of hairstyle.
Honestly, I think that would be ugly.
Yeah,
I would love to see that.
Wouldn't be a fan of that actually.
Well,
someone quick make fan art of that, please.
I'm
well, to
pretty
be
sure
honest, you
somebody
can't.
is already on that.
Yeah, but you can't actually. To be honest, you can't actually just copy paste the same style from one to one. Actually, you would have to change a little bit.
Yeah, you would.
But yeah, from the basic idea, I guess it could actually fit.
Anything else you want to say, Crimson?
All in all, that's all for my positive. All I can say is that, well, no matter how you look, Rarity, just be yourself and everything will go just fine.
Which is pretty much what the episode's trying to teach.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you pass it off to?
Who hasn't gone yet?
Let's see. You got Yoshi, Balto, Kinara, Scapegoat, and David.
Alright. Changes into a wolf pup and hops on Kanata's head.
Alright, Kanata, you're up.
Okay. My positive for this episode was the message of this episode. Now, with the message in this episode, I thought it was a bit of a personal message because too many people nowadays really get too consumed with how they look and how they are on the outside instead of focusing on their personality and how they are on the inside. And for me personally, I think it's more important of who you are on the inside than on the outside. So for them to finally, tackle a message like this, I was happy to see them tackle on this.
I'm very happy about that too.
I'm not gonna say looks does not matter, but at the same time, I'm not gonna say looks are everything.
Very true.
At the end of the day, it's all about who you are on the inside, not how you look. And I'm just happy with how they handled that message.
Same.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say for my positives. I'll pass it off to Bato.
Saw that coming. All right. Let's look at me. Okay, so all of my big stuff was pretty much taken by you guys. So I guess what I'm going to talk about for my positive was Zeccora's polite, rhyming way of telling Pinky to GTFO, because it was obvious. Pinky just kept asking for more main stories, and she's just like, I know about this Earth pony who needed to clean up her shop. Oh, that's me. Like that, to me, I kind of interpreted that as Zeccora speak for "get the hell out of my house."
I was actually surprised that she didn't have room in her hoofs or something when she was saying that. Like, get out of here!
Pinkie Pie, there's the door. Use it.
Sweep, sweep, sweep.
Sorry.
All right, that's pretty much
Bring me back.
No, I actually see that in my. I have that little in front of my eyes right now, like Zeccora sweeping Pinkie Pie out of the door.
Pinkie Pie out the door.
Sweep, 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 Pinky, sweep, sweep, sweep.
I thought we were past that meme. I thought we were past that sweet meme.
No. Well, I'm Pinkie Pie. I got a party to go to.
All the memes will keep living on. How do you think 9,000 maybe. It's still
Alright,
Anyway.
so I think I'm going to pass it to Scapegoat.
Oh. I'll say to it, my positive was sort of like Venom's, where a lot of the comedy of it. I'd say like a highlight scene was the different ways Rarity would tell people off when they looked at her mane. Like even the monsters of the Everfree Forest weren't safe. Like glowing-eyed monsters.
Hashtag spooky eyes have been.
Would you like to take a picture? It would last longer.
The spooky eyes has been spooked.
Yes, yes,
You just-
that was gold.
I literally just said that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that scene. That was pure gold.
You know what? Who all here thinks the Everfree Forest becomes character?
Wait, what?
Wait.
I haven't seen. I'm gonna be honest here. I haven't seen much improvement of the Everfree Forest than the last time back, all the way in that season.
It's of course.
I only saw the
Tyler
downgrade
better.
of Everfree Forests ever since season 1.
Oh yeah.
Well, as long as it doesn't bite us back like Silver in that one review.
Oh God.
Ow.
Did everybody have a
Last thing needs a backlash.
Unintentional. What now? Ah!
Did everybody have a good laugh when Rarity got that mane from that one guy and he screamed like a girl?
Oh yeah.
Oh God, yes.
That was that was low right there. that was below the belt. Oh God.
Yeah, but truth to be told, I think a little bit of that humor is missing in the episodes lately. The kind of like below the belt, kind of.
Although, there's something funny I want to say real quick. Did anyone find it weird that Rarity, while Fluttershy was trying to help Rarity, that Rarity had no reaction to having green hair again?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I did find weird though about that? That Fluttershy didn't get Zephyr to help.
Hey, there you go.
I'm actually happy that wasn't the case. I don't want to see
That-
that face ever
I would have
again.
been okay with that. I would have been okay with that.
I won't.
Kanata, of course you are.
Me neither.
Me either.
Because beside that other saying guy, that's actually to those two which are on my hit list. No offense.
Not taken.
Now you all know how I feel about Featherbanks.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm with you on Featherbanks boat.
Wait, what?
Well,
But
Nightmare Nights, Kanata. Nightmare Nights.
this might seem a little mean-spirited, but I kind of had a small laugh when the kid cried whenever she saw Rarity's mane in the middle of the episode.
That was so stupid.
Eh.
Overdone, pointless, just...
Well, maybe like I said, it's a little mean-spirited, and I've had my moments where I kind of laughed at moments that I shouldn't laugh at, like remember Dash breaking down in Thanks for the Memories.
Oh
Is
yeah.
it bad?
I think they was trying to when the tanks were for the memories. I kind of realized they were referencing the song of that one. If anyone recalled that one.
Yes, I caught that reference on the first time I heard the title.
Yeah. The strange thing was there was a Pokemon episode with the same title.
Really?
Thanks
Okay.
for the memories, because it was about Miltank.
Lol. Okay. I didn't know that.
Wait, okay, we went into Pokemon territory now.
Yeah, we're getting too off topic here.
And you thought yesterday was bad.
Anything else you want to add, Scapegoat?
That's basically it.
Alright, who do you pass it off to?
Who's left?
Yoshi and David.
Wah.
I guess I'll go with Yoshi.
Okay.
Alright, is it my turn?
Yep.
Well, if you're Yoshi, yes.
Okay. Well, if there's one thing I gotta say is I'm actually impressed that the writers were actually able to pull this episode off. It's like one of those ideas that you just want to do for fun, but everyone is unsure of whether it's gonna work or not. but yet they managed to pull it off quite well here. I mean, putting Rarity in a comedic situation, which, let's be honest, Rarity hasn't really had a lot of comedy-based episodes of the series. Unless we count
True.
Simple Ways into the matter. But this was actually the first episode in the series where the comedy was solely focused on her. I mean, I guess you can say that Simple Ways counts too, but then again, she also had Applejack to work off of that. Is in tight. Yeah.
Hey,
And I
I'm
just
the
gotta say,
Terminator.
they nailed the comedy in this episode.
Yes,
Well,
they did.
That is true.
It was
Yeah,
Haber, not Hamilton.
I know normally I don't laugh, but the way we gives Rarity's drama queen attitude, it just made it hard not. It was difficult not to laugh at her situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is true. That is absolutely true.
Yeah. You know, I gotta say, the writers, it was practically easy. I think my favorite one had to be like in the middle when she was with Starlight and Twilight.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, that was probably her. That was probably. It's like, yeah, Jedi. Looks like you got another meme that you could make for for season 7 if you wanted.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Anything else, Yoshi?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, go ahead, David. You're the last one up.
Well, looks like I'm the last one to do this, so,
Yep.
how about we mention, for my positive, the twins.
Oh yeah, we got to see the twins back. Yay!
The Cake Twins are back,
Yay!
and they are celebrating their first anniversary.
That's Pinky for ya.
And Pinkie Pie was right on it. She was right there.
Only Pinkie Pie can make a song about your first needs.
Only Pinkie can make any
Pinkie would do
ridiculous
that.
song you can think of.
Well, this is Pinkie Pie we're talking, and Venom's cousin.
So, I was just happy to see them.
Like, I can see that, yeah.
So that's my positive, and also I'm going to mention, yes, the comedy in this episode was pure gold.
I'm kind of surprised no one brought up the amount of background characters as their positive.
Oh yeah.
Well, we mentioned Sugar Bound and Big Mac.
Because there were so many background characters in this episode.
Oh, wait a minute.
Well, we kind of mentioned that during the, I think Neon mentioned them.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I just said those as my personal favorites from them. But the general background and continuity and background situations, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what
Exactly.
Neon said.
Yeah. Well, I think we covered all the bases.
Yes, we have. And now we're gonna go to the negatives.
AKA the less pleasant part.
So, you're first, David.
Okay, negatives. I have to say that I didn't really like how they added with all the background characters, like the mention of the little kid who was crying when Rarity took off her hoodie.
Yeah.
I don't think that was really needed. Because it was just too long. It added no part of the story.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I'll add something to that. About that.
Okay.
When did Rarity join the organization? Almost.
Oh my god.
I was wondering if that joke was gonna be made.
And it has been made. So, anyways, yeah, that's my negative. Just the background characters weren't really needed in some scenes. So.
Alright, Yoshi?
Okay, so I think I'm gonna agree with some people that I was talking with about this episode earlier when it premiered, but some of the information that was provided in this episode was a little bit confusing. You know, with the whole magic can't make fix mains thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, when you take into consideration that in the previous series that back in the season, back like when they referenced the season 1 pilot, remember how Rarity cut off a portion of her tail just to give the sea serpent that mustache?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it just seems a little confusing. Although there is one counter argument I have heard to this claim, and it actually does have some validness to it. The difference is it's the context of both situations. Given the fact.
Go on, sorry.
No, I was trying to say that there is a counter argument, but it does have some validness. But anyway, the difference here is that, well, I guess with the season 1 pilot, it was that Rarity chose to sacrifice her tail, so that way they could proceed through the Everfree Forest, and she wasn't too worried about her tail because she knew that it would grow back. But I guess given the situation that she had with the photo shoot, and then the fact that she was afraid of how Photo Finish would react to her mane. Yeah, you can see why she was a little, more, self-conscious about how, she was going to look for the photo shoot, because, she didn't want to look like a laughing stock to the fashion world.
Not to mention the fact that there was only a 50% chance that she would get her mane back, whereas her tail, there was a 100% chance.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, but it even stated that it took about a month later, or I mean, the episode fast-forwarded a month later where her mane grew back to the way it was.
It was a few months, actually. But...
Wait, 2 months?
it's like Applejack just said, it's been months. They weren't specific on how many.
So in other words, they just
Alright.
skipped. Yeah, this time skipping.
What I find weird is that they're kind of like making it to where doing main magic is hard. We've seen Twilight fixing her mane when she got up. So why is it so hard for Rarity to kind of like fix her hair with the whole with the silly string being glued on? How strong is that silly string if not even your own magic can fix your own hair?
Well,
I'm sorry.
Pinky did say it was super sticky.
Hold on, I'm sorry, Kanata, are you questioning Pinky?
Never question Pinky.
I was about to say that. That's actually a serious charge there.
Anyways, anything else you want to add, Yoshi? Yoshi?
No, that's pretty much it. That's all I can really think of for a negative. Other than that, I'm all positive for this episode.
Alright. Scapegoat?
I think that I'd say that some of the characters, like my negative is some of the characters like Davenport being outright assholes for no apparent reason, like just agreeing to give away a sofa because people pay more. Sounded a bit sleazy.
It's called business.
Exactly.
Mm.
For better or for worse.
Which is obvious.
Yep.
Yeah, but it just seemed like she helped him so much that it's kind of a bit douchey to forget someone that quick.
Yeah, that's a line that actually did kind of bug me as well, but not majorly. So I can definitely see where you're coming from on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just some of the characters felt like.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
That they were purposely out together every time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
same thing. That's my complaint about how the act was Fluttershy.
Yeah,
That's
that's
how they,
basically all I can think of.
that's the townsfolk for you. They behave only what the plot tells them to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, anything else on that, Scapegoat?
that's all I can really think of.
Alright, Balto?
I give negatives. You gotta remember that. Anyways, time to point out more stupidity in this show. This time it's actually around Sakura. So, when giving them the potions, why didn't she think to label them or at least make them different colors? Of course they're gonna get mixed up because who the hell is supposed to be able to tell the damn difference?
That's what I said upon my first screen. It's like, Sakura, didn't you, get a chance to, label them or something?
She doesn't have a label maker.
Yeah, and she
And
named
she's
Twilight.
She didn't think Sakura didn't think anything would happen to get them swapped up. So to her, there was no need to label it or anything because she didn't think there would be any chance of them being swapped.
Well, you notice how they fell off the table?
Yeah.
I think that was part of the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Or, okay, fine. You need me to pick a better negative then because I have one more.
Well, to be honest, Rarity wasn't that intelligent either. If something smells extremely weird, don't put it on your hair or mane
Well,
in that case.
Actually, I kind of have a counter argument for that one because not all shampoo smells lovely.
That's true.
Yeah, with that I can agree. There are some shampoos that don't smell well but work well.
Exactly.
Yeah, but to be honest,
exactly.
But to be honest, if we're talking about something that is capable of cleaning something extremely sticky like that stuff Pinky has sprayed on, I'm not even sure if it really smelled that good. If the chemical has to be extremely strong.
Hmm.
I mean, my dad used to bring us a little bit of the more stronger industrial cleaning stuff. Which my mother has been using in small amounts for the house as well. And trust me, they are not smelling in any way possible like shampoo or anything.
Anyways, anything else you want to add, Balto?
I mean, other than the fact that Sakura only shows up when she's useful, not really. So, I guess just give it to Kanata Boy.
Okay, my negative for this episode is photo finish not really appearing much in this episode. I think this episode would have been better if we got to see more photo finish in this actual episode. It felt like the whole contest in general that they were trying to build up. It would have been a lot better if we would actually get to see it for ourselves. Photo finish. Some new characters with amazing mains. That would have made the episode a lot more better than to just have it off screen and to not see much detail or information about it.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
That's my negative.
Alright, Crimson?
Well, for my negative, let's see. Okay. One thing that I should say, and I think this point out to Rarity,
Okay.
was the cloak even necessary? You could have went through a new design before going out in public.
So you acted the confidence to do that. It's like, I guess, since her confidence was smashed, she couldn't think straight. She can't exactly, do good fashion with her confidence being shaken.
I can relate.
First, what she could have done if she was in that situation that she had, she would have A, went to her friends, or B, go to Sakura to see if there was another problem that she could have tried to fix, if they could help her out with it.
You do realize that she actually did both those things.
Yeah, and matter of fact, I kind of figured that the problem between Sunset and not Sunset. Oh God, help me.
Sunset. Who's the sunset?
Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one that makes that mistake. Thank you.
That is
I
Kanata.
meant to say.
Glad I'm not alone on this.
Sorry.
I know what you meant. Go ahead.
I meant to say Starlight and Twilight tried to help out with the solution by magic, and let's just say I kind of knew that was gonna fail anyways. This is why I don't use magic that often.
Oh no, someone's broken again.
I booped the dragon.
I'm fine, don't worry. And stop booping me!
I boop Neon.
Boop.
Do you want to keep your hoofs?
I boop Neon.
Hey,
I
hey,
boop
hey,
Sharkboy.
no fighting before I have to break out the sword. Don't start this now. Come on.
I boop the sword, because why not?
Anything else, Nathan?
I'm just gonna pass it off because that is all the negatives I got. I don't want to go on a rant even further because I can feel my tension level increasing.
Alright, Leon?
Well then. I'm surprised that nobody actually has said that before, because something like that was actually a big topic between two other reviewers in a video. And that is the absolutely missed opportunity for Spike to shine. I mean,
Yeah.
think about it. Who would be better from the get-go to support Rarity and even give us a chance to see it as well?
Spike.
It would have been Spike.
Yeah,
I mean,
I will admit that was a missed opportunity.
a huge missed opportunity, in my opinion.
You know,
I mean,
Spike's not the only. Sorry.
Huh?
You know, Spike's not the only character in this episode that didn't have any lines. There was another
Yeah.
character that we saw that didn't have any lines.
Diamond
And it
Tiara.
is?
Diamond Tiara.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was only a cameo alongside Chelsea Rich.
Yeah, you
Just
know,
like
we have
Spike.
not heard her speak since season 5.
Good point, actually.
Well, look at it this way. When we see a cameo like that, that means they're probably going to write her an episode.
They better.
Silver
Yeah,
Spoon
I would say that
Diamond
too.
Tiara.
Silver Spoon told her that she wasn't allowed to speak.
You know, she was a cameo ever since season 6. She was a cameo, an only cameo.
Yeah.
And this time I was like, hi, once again, pointless Diamond Tiara cameo.
Oh, that's
Yo,
good.
Ouch!
It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad that Flurry Hard has gotten more development lately than Diamond Tiara.
Yeah.
Well, I can
Well, of
say
course,
that.
the Alicorns have to get they have to get their just dues.
We have to appease Lord Larson.
Yeah.
Better not, but maybe he will give her wings.
Oh god, no!
Oh, God.
Oh god, here we go.
And the podcast is corrupted.
Ugh.
We've always been corrupted. What are you talking about?
It's been corrupted.
I don't know.
You
That's
guys
what I'm
really
talking
want
about.
you guys really want to break me, do you?
Well, I can tell everybody else if Carl wants to, but I don't.
I don't want to break you, Neon.
I don't either.
Just saying.
I do not
Just
want
saying.
to break nobody.
Can I break Nada?
No.
Ain't gonna break nobody.
No
I
breaking
already
allowed.
broke. I already broken once doing the podcast. I don't want to break again.
I tried to open the door to this podcast. I couldn't get in.
Can we get back on topic, please?
Oh god, that's why I'm that's actually why I'm love doing those podcasts with you guys.
Oh yeah, the shenanigans are good and all, but can we get back
Okay,
on topic?
let's get back
Yeah.
on topic, everybody.
Yeah, but that's actually my main complaint about the episode, just the missed opportunity altogether.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll admit that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's my turn now.
Yep.
What could be my negative? Gee,
no.
actually, it is kind of hard to pick a negative for me because I really can't find anything that's remotely wrong with it. I mean, unlike the previous episode, I really can't find anything remotely wrong with it.
Huh,
Aside from,
okay.
aside from a few nitpicks, like I said, with the labels and the potions and everything, and the shampoo, which was countered. I think I got nothing. I honestly got nothing.
Huh, that's a first.
You don't have anything?
No, I got nothing on negatives.
Wow.
So I'll pass it off to you, Sharpwet.
My negative?
Yes.
Not enough Zecora in this Zecora episode.
Because I wasn't focused on Sakura.
But it
I
could.
see.
Another missed opportunity to give her some more development.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we get another episode soon, so...
And it better give her some development.
Well, like I said, I think it's about how they go around the table and say this character and this character mesh together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to add on that, Sharpwet?
No, I'm still salty. No, I'm still not having enough Zecora development. And I'm still salty that they had to introduce yaks instead of develop zebras.
Okay, I give you that point, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Alright,
Yeah, that's a fair point.
So, Daniel?
My negative? We need more starlight.
Oh, for the love of
No.
Yes.
You ain't wrong, Daniel. You ain't wrong.
Wait, hold on. Let's hear her out.
Honestly, need more starlight. Starlight's awesome. Okay, but in all seriousness, what I really didn't like about the episode was, well, that's just the thing. There's nothing I didn't like. I mean, there's nothing I didn't hate about it.
Huh.
Fair enough.
That makes two of us.
Well then.
I guess, like, my only nitpick is that Fluttershy didn't try getting Zephyr to help.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, after all, he does main therapy and stuff. And you know, actually, now that I think about it, there is something else that they say magic cannot fix veins and stuff. What about Rarity's tail? It was fixed with magic before.
Yep, and like I said, when Twilight, there was that one episode where Zecora premiered that Twilight's hair was messy, and I think she used magic to comb it or something.
How did she use that magic though? Her horn was cursed.
Well-
Yeah, that was a major plot hole.
Yeah, but to be honest, it's a little bit strange to say that as well, because we don't really know if that cleaning stuff was actually magical or chemical.
Yeah. That's a good
And then again, we don't know how chemical stuff reacts to magic.
True.
If you really go into details here.
Okay,
Yeah.
actually, speaking of Rarity's tail, did anyone notice that some of her tail is missing in this episode too? And I noticed that, and I questioned.
Wait, what?
Yeah, part of her tail was missing as well. Yeah.
Yeah, part of the
How
tail
though?
was missing, yeah.
The stuff was only for her mane. So how did that happen to her tail?
I don't know.
It could have gotten on her tail
She
as
got
well.
sticky stuff all over her
I
tail.
think the shampoo just sort of slid down and it went on her tail. I don't know.
Well, if that's the case, then shouldn't have it got rid of some of her fur too?
They don't really discuss if fur gets removed.
I mean, it's still technically hair.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, shall we move on to our ratings?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, Daniel, what do you give it?
I give it 4.5 out of 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Despite being despite not having really much of a negativity or anything, it just felt like it just felt not like it wasn't the best either. Like, it wasn't bad, it was good, but it wasn't, 5 out of 5 good.
Ah, I see what you mean by that. Yeah.
Yeah, same here. Shockwhip?
Punk rock out of 10.
What?
What?
What? Say that
Out
again?
of 10. But in all seriousness, this episode was funny. There was a few laughs and even a relatable moral. But besides that, kind of mess. So I will say I will give it this episode 3.5 out of 5.
Alrighty.
All right.
Sounds good. Alright, as for me, I would give it a... I'm gonna give this episode a 4.5. I mean, I really do like this. I love this episode. It had a lot of good laughs. It had some good character moments. It had a really good lesson to teach. But here's the thing: the show has already tackled that lesson in this episode and has done it better.
Good point.
It's kind of the same lesson that we learned from Flight to the Finish, if you think about it. And I think that episode did that concept much better. But despite that, though, I still really enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed the shenanigans. I like what it's trying to do. I like Rarity's new makeover. That was awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. I still really enjoyed this episode, despite a few nitpicks. Neon?
Well, for me, it was a really fun episode, like the one we yesterday discussed, and to be honest, it kind of misses that spark for 5 out of 5 for me as well. So I might as well go with 4.5 as well as you guys.
Okay. So
It was pretty good, but not perfect.
So what would you give it?
Like I said, 4.5.
Okie dokie. So, Crimson? Crimson.
After Crimson.
Okay.
Are you awake or pancake?
What exactly did I miss last podcast? Was this all the pancakes?
Go back and watch
it. Not want to know.
You have to watch it, Dan. You have to watch it, Daniel. It was amazing.
I don't think we survived that one.
The sad thing is,
It all started so innocently.
Like, Neon kind of started it, but I was kind of the one that kind of escalated.
Anyways, Crimson, what would you give it?
I would give it 5 out of 5.
Really?
5.
Well done.
Okay.
Cool. Kanata?
I hear Super Mario 64 in the background.
Okay, sorry about that. My computer lagged for a moment, so when I was trying to unmute myself, it froze.
Lol. Okay.
Okay, so I will give this episode a 4 out of 5. There were lots of background characters in this episode. I love the message. I love the humor in this episode. I liked the continuity in this episode, and I loved Rarity's design. The only 2 major negatives I have with it is I kind of wish the core played a bigger part in this episode, and I wish photo finish would have appeared more, and they would have done more with this contest instead of it being a small side thing in the process. This was a better episode than I thought it was going to be going in.
I can see what you mean. And Balto?
I think I'm gonna give it 3.5 Punk Rarity body pillows out of 5 because
What?
honestly, first of all, thank goodness this was Josh Haber and not Josh Hamilton, because if it was Josh Hamilton, this episode would have been a lot worse. But Luckily, they gave it to the good writer, and it was a lot better than what I was expecting. Although, the reason I'm not going to go with a 4 like the rest of you is because I think there was a little bit too much stuff. Like, I feel like they did background stuff a bit too much, and I know fans want that, but me and my unpopular opinions are just
Okay.
too much for all of you. So,
Yeah.
Otherwise, though, the rest of the episode, the moral of the story, I agree with it. So, overall, I'm just going to give it a 3.
Alright. Scapegoat?
I give it a 5 out of 5.
5.
Yeah, because of the cool costume and the cool comedy.
I
And
agree
that
with
a
Scapegoat.
special zebra got to appear again.
Her plot? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yoshi?
Sorry, been experiencing some connection issues, but it should be fixed now.
Alright.
No problem.
Not a problem.
Okay, well, personally for me, if The Perfect Pair is considered to be the best and emotionally driven episode of Season 7, then The Main Isn't About You is probably the funniest episode of Season 7. I mean, for me, this episode is actually worth watching just for the comedy alone. I will admit that some of the continuity information, regarding the main magic is a bit confusing, especially on your first viewing. But I suppose it makes more sense after you watch it a second time. I know not everyone's gonna actually, watch this episode again or not, but hey, more power to them. So for me, I have to give this a 4.5 out of 5.
Alrighty, sounds good. And David?
Okay, my rating for this episode is 4.5 out of 5.
Okay, on the roll with the 4.5s.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Alright, just give me a second here. And this will be done very quickly. Which it has been done. So, the overall group rating for It Isn't the Main Thing About You is a 4
Feel
to
that,
5.
guys?
Huh, okay.
What was it?
4 to 5.
Huh. Yeah.
Wow, with the amount of 4.5s that were up there that people gave it, it's not a 4.5 out of 5?
There were 2 3.5s. That's the
Oh.
Okay.
So, anyways, I think that'll be all for today. Thank you all so much for joining us in this lovely afternoon. Tune in next time where we tackle a health of information. An episode that I'm actually kind of excited for. And Shufford, I think you know why.
Oh?
I know why, because I'm also excited for this episode.
To be honest, I'm scared for this next week's episode. I don't know what to expect.
You better not break that
I'm going
excitement,
into this
DHX.
one
You
neutral.
better not break that excitement. Have
I'm
fun.
not sure what to expect.
Ah, come on. What can possibly go wrong?
Don't say that!
Don't say that.
Don't jinx it!
Okay, it's official, Neon. If we don't like the episode, we're blaming you for saying that.
Oh, come on, really?
Okay, guys.
No, don't blame it on Neon. Blame it on
Guys.
Bubsy.
No, guys.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Alright,
Don't blame it on Neon. Blame it on the Wayne.
guys, Daniel is trying to say something.
I just got a call from my work. I have to go. Oh, so yeah.
I have to go. My people need me.
left, and so I need to go fill in for them. So I'll see you guys later.
All right.
I'll see you later on, Daniel.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
And so, yeah, with that being said, thank you all so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Later.